Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk about advanced software support for. I want to talk about advanced software support for MRgFUS of prostate cancer, and let me motivate this. We have increasing number of detected prostate cancer in an early state. They are small, they are localized, they are not infiltrating the capsule, and so there's a need for a precise and localized treatment. And we have many competitive treatment options, especially these ablation options with radiofrequency, laser, and irreversible electroporation. And I think for us it's clear that ultrasound and MR-guided HIFU-FUS would be an ideal option for this treatment. But to have it spread in many sites, we have a treatment. It has to be simple, fast, affordable. It has to be a smart treatment, and so the aim is to support HIFU or FUS by tailored software tools for the workflow, the therapy planning, and the therapy guidance. Let me start with the first example. It's workflow software. Normally you have diagnostic imaging on the left, and all these information from MRI diagnostic imaging should be available also for the therapy process, for therapy planning, and we have additional imaging methods during the therapy. We have, for example, the thermal dose or the thermometry, and all this information should be available within the follow-up process, maybe to decide is this a scar or a recurrent cancer. And a very important tool here is image registration with different MRI sequence at one session, and different and image registration for MRI examination at different time points. And with this synchronization, you can also have a ROI transfer, for example, and we have rigid and elastic or deformal registration. Here an example of rigid registration, non-registered on the left, in the middle automatic registration, and manual refinement on the right. And in addition, we have tools for deformable image registration. That's important when you have registration between the diagnostic and the therapy with the applicator in the rectum. This will move the prostate and the whole organs, and this can be managed with deformable registration. And another interesting tool is a good visualization in 2D, 3D with all the segmented structures. And for this, we have a registration tool. You have automatic registration, semi-automatic registration, and manual segmentation. Not registration, segmentation, automatic, the bladder, the urethra, rectal wall, and so on. Interactive, it's more complicated. The treatment target, it has to be defined, and the neurovascular bundle especially. And with an interactive segmentation with augmented support by machine learning algorithms. That's a trainable snapping. You roughly draw the prostate capsule, and it snaps to the capsule, then you correct for it, and from the correction the algorithm learn to make it better the next time. Here are some examples on the left, the segmented rectal wall, and the right, the urethra. And another important software tool, I think, is to detect the motion and the deformation of the prostate during the therapy. You can see it here, the motion vectors. We do this by the particle filter-based approach. We have do this in two levels. We have a single or local landmark motion detection and a global motion correction. Here you can see an example of this motion during the therapy and the automatic correction. And last but not least, we have an automatic quality assurance tool. This assurance tool warns the therapist in case we have an unwanted parameter or protocol change. We have non-matching between the actual and the reference images, and even if the prostate motion exceeds a predefined level. So in summary, we have two work packages: local therapy control for accompanying the whole therapy from the diagnostic and so on, and we had a second prostate therapy planning station with visualization, advanced segmentation, motion deformation detection, and quality assurance tool. And let me conclude that I think with the state-of-the-art image processing tools, we can really make it the treatment more smart. We can simplify it, we can speed up it, and we can improve the precision of the treatment, and also with the support of the management of the complete local disease. Thank you for your attention.